Welcome back. Thank you very much. Let's bring out our next guest this evening. There are very few people who everyone on the planet has heard of. You just have to say their name and people know who they are. Well, we're lucky enough to have one of those individuals here this evening. It is, of course, the fabulous Yoko Ono. Let me get under the hat. There you go. Okay. Come and sit down. Okay. That's a fabulous hat and leather jacket combo you are rocking tonight.
It's a bit bigger than me.
The hat is right, big on the big side. Hey, it's lovely to see you again. Thank you for joining us. Can I start? You had a big celebration this year. There was a big birthday this year.
What was that? What celebration?
Wasn't it? Was your birthday in February?
Oh, yes, yes. Can
we say which one it was?
Well, you know, I became 80 and I'm very...
80?
Yeah.
There's no way anyone would think you were 80. Absolutely not. You're incredible for 80.
Well, I'm surprised too, you know. I
mean... what do you do to keep in good shape? Because you look incredible. You have fitness...
Well, I don't really... See, that's another thing. Most people think, oh, well, I haven't done any exercise, so I have to give up. Don't give up. I mean, any time when you start doing it, it works, you know. I mean, your body is really a very sensitive and powerful thing. And I just, you know, most people think that, oh, she must be doing exercise every day or something. No, I just forget and do some work or something, and I say, oh, I better do some exercise, and just...
And what kind of exercise do you do?
Well, I like to walk. So just walking is supposed to be very good.
A brisk walk? Mm-hmm. No jogging?
No jogging. No. Well, I could jog maybe too, but I don't.
No kickboxing?
Fun?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And are you someone who has a very strict routine about the number of hours you sleep, the amount of water you drink?
No. Right now, I just finished making an album, which is really great.
This is incredible. How many 80-year-olds are sitting at home saying, you know, I've got to finish that new album? Because since your 80th birthday, you've had another #1 dance single.
Yes.
It's incredible. So you've had how many #1 dance singles have you had in the States?
10. I had 10 consecutively.
10 consecutively. And this is since your 80th birthday. You had another #1. Wow. But you still have the energy to go on stage. You still perform.
Well, see, that's another thing that I realized. That, I mean, just like everybody else, you know, I thought, 80, well, that means that maybe you'll just be asleep or, you know, always in bed or something. No, you get more energy than what you had before.
We have a footage of you here dancing on stage, and this is exciting. I'm a big fan. We're going to talk a bit more about Yoko's music. I'm a big fan, and Yoko knows this, of the Plastic Ono Band. Always have been. And they'll be performing here in London at the Meltdown Festival, which Yoko is curating in June, along with some other spectacular performers. We'll talk about that in a second, but this is the kind of thing, if you're lucky enough to get tickets, you will see this is Yoko performing in Berlin, I think.
Yes.
Early this year. Have a look at this.
Okay.
That's not your standard 80-year-old.
I did this, February 17th, the day before my birthday, day before my 80th birthday.
Incredible. And so you're before, and you love to dance on stage.
Well, when I hear music, my body starts to...
Yeah.
You know.
It's pretty good. We've got some footage of you. You always love to dance.
Yeah.
Ever since you were tiny.
I love dancing. Oh, yeah, when I was a little girl, yes, whenever I was filmed, for some reason, I started dancing.
That's so sweet. Well, we have some footage of Yoko. I'm not sure how old you are here.
I was 2.5 years old.
This is Yoko when she was 2.5 years old, and essentially kind of looks the same. It's about the same height. Dancing. Look at this.
And that's my daddy.
It's the same moves as well. You're doing this.
Not really, please.
It's so sweet to see you there, but your mum and dad, they didn't approve. When you married John, they didn't approve of that, did they?
I felt that they wanted me to become a very good classical musician. And instead of that, I married into a rock family, you know, rock and roll.
Yeah, yeah. And so it was the whole rock and roll, the kind of anti-establishment.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit prejudiced towards rock and roll, I suppose.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. This is, and I hope this isn't too personal, but you still live in the Dakota building in New York?
Yes, I am.
And that's the building, of course, where John was murdered outside. You were with him when he was shot.
Yes, but, you know, it was our home. That was the only home we had. And well, that's the only home I had with John. I'm not going to leave it.
And one thing I think, which I think definitely we can trace back to you and John, certainly if you look now, it's very unusual to find any intelligent member of the rock fraternity or the R&B fraternity who if he or she is not involved in issues, is not involved in trying to change things for the better in the way they see it. And I think one can trace that back pretty much directly to you guys. You were kind of the pioneers of that sort of thing.
Yeah, we were, in a way, yeah. But, I mean, I think that these days when I look around, most musicians are activists. And it's really great. I mean, it's just getting to be like the whole world is becoming activists. And that's how we're going to make it.
Do you think John would have approved? Do you think he would have been heartened?
Well, I think he's having a big smile now. Yes.
That's so sweet. I know you're very active on Twitter, and this is an interesting thing because there aren't that many octogenarians on Twitter that I'm aware of. You seem to embrace new technology. You're not one of these people who is frightened. You seem to adopt and adapt pretty quickly.
Well, you see with Meltdown, too. I'm inviting people who are very sort of I wouldn't say avant-garde, but very new music and also new ideas.
Yeah.
You know, all the sort of heavy women artists, but also men who are sort of new age men.
So like Iggy Pop, for example.
Iggy Pop, Boy George, you know. It's all the people who understand about women as well.
And Patti Smith is on the bill as well.
Patti Smith is there,
Incredible voices and incredible.
Yeah.
And
Pussy Riot, you know, from Russia.
I do know Pussy Riot.
Yeah, you know
I thought some of Pussy Riot were in jail. Are they out now, or are they still...
Well, some of them are still sort of in there.
Wow, so you've been in... well, so some will be here, and we hope we can get the rest out eventually.
Yes.
That's exciting, though. And you are performing... Do you do new material on stage, or is it... Do you know what material you'll be doing, what set you'll be doing?
Well, I'm doing, Plastic Ono Band. And in the end, I think that the last day, we're doing Double Fantasy.
Oh, wow, that'd be incredible.
And this is the first time that Double Fantasy is being done this way, yeah.
So this will be the first live performance of Double Fantasy?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh. Let me ask you about something, and I've never asked you this, I don't think, is for all that period when people were blaming you for the breakup of the Beatles...
Well, you know, I've been blamed, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 years now.
You were aware of that going on? You were aware that's what people were saying?
I was fully aware of it because it was like they was jabbing me all the time. Like acupuncture, you know? It is probably actually healthy that people jab me, and I was turning that negative energy into positive energy. And that's why I think that one of the reasons that I'm healthy now is because we're healthy, well, sort of healthy, is because I went through all that. And thank you very much.
So the negativity, you could turn that into a positive in some way. But it was very sweet recently, I thought, that Paul McCartney came out and cleared the air a little bit and said, look, you know, for those people
that was very sweet of him to do that. I'm sure that, you know, he got tons of letters saying, how dare you say that? I mean, you know, because they like the idea of us being in a boxing ring, you know, sort of fighting.
Also, it's good to have, people like having someone to demonise, people like having someone to blame, you know, and you were the easy target, I guess.
Well, you know, we know each other for such a long time, and he's a very sensitive and intelligent guy, so, of course, you know, she understands what was going on, that it wasn't going on.
Yeah. What's your favourite song that you've written?
Well, I like all my songs. So what am I going to do?
Okay, and from John's body of work, from the songs that you know he wrote, which was on...
Of course, John is very special, you know, and he's... well, I'm not saying that he's the only, but I think he was a genius, yes.
And he wrote Woman for you, didn't he, the song?
I know.
Which is, well, oh no, I know you know, but, I mean, if you didn't know, this would have been a funny way to find out, wouldn't it? But I mean, what a beautiful song.
Well, you know, it wasn't very easy for me, because after John passed away, you know, I go to a shop or something, and they're playing Woman, you know. It's a bit, just, you know, to choke me up, actually.
So they would put it on when you went in there, you think, oh, no, that's awful. Then.
No, no, they weren't doing it intentionally, you know. It's just that it's going on the radio.
It was a hit, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. OK, you've offered to do, Yoko's offered to do a little art installation kind of piece here today.
Yeah, I thought there was something there, no?
No, I don't know. Oh, yeah, here. Is this it? This is what you wanted out there? OK. So we have...
OK,
so we have... What do we have here? What are we doing here? And what's the name of this piece?
well, first of all, I want to see you.
OK.
Well,
Did I
okay.
pass the test?
Let's see what happens here.
Oh, so far, so good.
Well, I could do something very bad too, couldn't I? I mean,
Yeah, I'm just a bit worried about the scissors that are over there. That's the...
well, that's not for you, don't worry.
So you're wrapping me in bandages.
Yeah, well, you know. Yes.
This is not like plaster of Paris, is it? You're not going to get this wet.
It's a very peaceful thing to do.
Okay. I'm feeling quite calm already.
Yeah, I think so.
My legs are quite bigger than you. Okay. You know, I'm kind of quite large, so this might take a while.
And
So, why don't we go to a break, and you can carry on.
without you, you mean?
No, with me. But no, why don't you carry on wrapping me? We'll go
Yes.
to a break, and we'll see how this pans out when we get back. So don't go away. We've got more from Jamie and Louise, and we've got Vin Diesel will be joining us as well for a trip. So don't go away. Well, welcome back. And as you can see, I am being transformed into a work of living art by Yoko. OK. OK, well, I suppose I had that coming. OK. You know, I've still got some presenting to do on the show this evening, Yoko.
I hope you can breathe.
Yeah, you should maybe ask before you cover my nose with... So, but this is oddly, it's quite calm being in here. I must say, it's quite a pleasant experience. Is that the intention, or is it...
The intention is to make sure that you feel peaceful.
I have felt more peaceful at other times in my life. But maybe doing this in front of an audience. Maybe if this was being done in private, we might feel more. And so you are doing this at Meltdown, not to everyone, we should point out. And there's a silent disco going on as well, is that right?
Yes, yes. But you know, Meltdown is for everybody in a way, because we have one night that's for guys to complain about themselves. And also, there's a night for women to complain, of course, you know. And we all have nights that we can...
What?
Excuse me.
Well, I'm so calm that momentarily...
Well, I think it's great that you're also the man of new age.
You know what? This must be odd for you to be having a conversation with me looking like this, isn't it? I mean, you're taking this in your stride.
Not really. I mean, you know, I'm like a nurse, you know. I'm used to people with bandages.
OK.
On a mental level.
Now I can see again, but you don't mind me seeing again?
No, I don't mind.
OK, good.